All right, so today we're in Inequalities, Lesson 3, solving multi-step inequalities. We have a saying. All right, y'all say it with me since we just went over it. Don't call me after midnight. Where D stands for distribute. C stands for, tell me, combine like terms. M stands for move the variable. A, add and subtract. And M, multiply and divide. So that's the order that I'm going to solve these inequalities. That helps me remember the order to solve them. Okay? All right, so we're going to do these 4 sample problems. All right, to solve the inequality, and then we're going to graph the solution. 5c plus 2 is greater than or equal to negative 27. So the first thing I want you to do is change that 2 to a 3. I want you to change that 2 to a 3. It's going to make it a lot friendlier to solve it. Okay, so it's not a 2. It's going to be a 3. Oh, that's a bad 3. Hold on. That's better. 5c plus 3 is greater than or equal to negative 27. Where does my heart go?
5c.
Over the 5c. So go ahead and do it. Okay, someone last hour said, can I just do a circle? I don't know if they have a hard time drawing hearts or they just wanted to be difficult. I don't care. Just put something around it to remind you that you do that second. All right, so Anna, what would I do first to start to solve for C? What do you think? I got the 5C in my heart, so how do I get 3 to cancel out?
You put negative 2
Yep.
plus 3.
Uh-huh.
And whatever you do with one side, you have to do with the other.
Yeah, very good. So subtract 3 from both sides. Okay, so now let's bring everything down. All right, so we have 5C is greater than or equal to. Is this same sign or different over here, guys? Same sign. Add and keep. So what is it? Negative 30. Okay, how do I solve for C now? Tell me. What do I do? Divide both sides by 5. Okay, so this should look really familiar to you because this is how we solved equations. Negative 30 divided by 5 is negative 6. Negative 6. All right, so now we have to put it on a number line. Okay, so I'm going to change the color on this to make it kind of pop. All right. What number goes in the middle? Y'all tell me. Negative 6. Now be careful with my negatives, okay? Don't get confused. What value goes to the left of negative 6, meaning it's farther from 0? Negative 7. Okay, try to say it not sounding so bored, like, Come on, guys. All right, be excited. Hard crowd. You are getting better, though. You are getting better. We're loosening up a little bit more. Open or closed dot? What do you guys think? Why is it a closed dot?
Because it's equal to.
Because it's got the equal to bar underneath. Good job. All right. Okay, now I want you to hold your arm out like you're turning on your bicycle and you're trying to tell the car behind you which way you're going. Which way does my arrow go? All right, put your arm. Don't put both of them out because it can't go both ways. Which way does your arrow go? Here's your hint. Come on, all my cool people. All right, very good. To the right. Okay, not doing the electric slide. Okay, that wasn't the electric slide, but it's a step dance. Yeah, it is. Okay, next problem. N over 2 plus 3 is greater than 12. All right, someone raise your hand. Where's my heart go? Where's my heart go? Tell me. N over 2. The term that the variable is connected to. I'm getting good at drawing my hearts. I mean, that's a pretty good one if I have to say so myself. Okay? All right. Hayden, what do I do next?
Subtract by 3 on both sides.
Yes, sir. Subtract 3 on both sides. N over 2 is greater than 9. Can anybody raise your hand and tell me what would be my next step to get n by itself?
Multiply by 2 over n.
Okay, no, not 2 over n, but 2 over 1, because you want to leave the n over there. Yes. So we flip it. What do we call that? Reciprocal. Some people say KFC. Someone earlier said Kentucky Fried Chicken. The whole, I know what you meant. Okay? So if you were thinking all the above, you're good. All right, so n over 2, I'm going to multiply by 2 over 1 to get my fraction to cancel. Okay? But if I do that to one side, what do I have to do, guys? Same thing to the other side. All right, y'all are waking up. That sounds good. All right, so n is greater than 18. I want you to get it on your number line. Go ahead and get it on your number line. What number goes in the middle? 18. What number goes to the left? 17. What number goes to the right? Okay. Open or closed dot? It's an open dot. Which way is my arrow going? Well, this is my right hand. I'm just facing the other direction. Yes. Goes to the right. Okay, very good. What do you notice that's different about this next one? 5x minus 10 less than or equal to 3x plus 4. What do you guys notice? Yes. So it's on either side of my symbol. Remember, my symbol is like a wall. So can I just combine these two together? No, I can't. They're not on the same side of the inequality. All right. So I had my algebra teacher this year. She said, they just keep trying to combine these like terms when the sign's in the middle. And I said, I taught them that last year. They should not be doing that. Okay. So make me proud next year when you go to Algebra 1. Because this is chapter 1. Okay. And we cannot do that. So how could I move the term to the other side if I can't combine it? How do I move it? Skylar? Yes. Why would you do 3 though? Yes, because 3x is the lesser value. Does everybody agree 3 is less than 5? Okay. And I don't want my number attached to my variable to be negative.
It just looks different because there's not like an equal sign.
Yes, you are correct. But I still solve it the same way. So guess what's on your review section on your test next week? Equations. But your equations are solved just like your inequalities. Okay, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right, so 5x minus 3x is what? 2x minus 10 is less than or equal to 4. All right, y'all think you can take it from here? Get to your answer? Okay, give you a minute to finish your answer and graph your solution. Where's the heart go? Around the 2x. Very good. Okay, so y'all, everybody tell me, what do I do next? What do I do? Yes, add 10 both sides. Okay, so now you get 2x is less than or equal to 14. What do you do now? Yes, divide both sides by 2. X is less than or equal to 7. All right, so on your number line, did you do open or closed dot? Closed. And which way did your arrow go? To the left. Okay. What do you see that's different about the last one? Distributive property. You had much more difficult distributive property than what you see here. Okay. So step 1 in the last chapter is what I meant. Step 1, I want everybody to get one step ahead of me on distributive property. Okay? Good. Be 4 steps ahead of me then. Even better. Just make sure you're right. Okay? All right, Christina. Make me proud. 2 times 2a. Look, don't be distracted. 2 times 2a. What is it?
Okay, so I'm supposed to do that.
Yes, ma'am. 4a, and then 2 times 1 plus 2. Okay? It's greater than or equal to 6a minus 10.
That's what I need.
Okay, Anar, which term, 4a or 6a, would you move to the other side? All right, you would move 4a because it's the lesser value. Now, it does mean that your variable is going to come after the inequality symbol, but that's okay. Oh, whoops. I meant to say 4. 4a minus 4a to the other side. All right, now let me ask you this. I'm gonna kind of combine steps here. Now, if this goes over your head, bring everything down like you normally do. But I want you to think about this. If you're moving your variable to the right side, everybody agree I'm moving my variable to the right side. Where is your number going to go? To the left side. It's like a swing. If you're moving your variable to the right, your number moves to the left. You can do that in the same step. Okay? So how could you get negative 10 to cancel out to the other side? You could add by 10. You can do that in the same step. I like to call it like that swing motion. Okay? It's okay. Then just keep doing it the way you were doing it. It's okay. All right? Okay? All right. So your 4A's cancel and your 10's cancel. Now let's bring down what's left. 2 plus 10 is 12. Is greater than or equal to 2A. All right. Now what do you notice about this?
The variable's on this side, so you have to flip the side.
Yes. But do you see how the variable is closed off towards, the symbol is closed off towards the A? Do you guys see that? Okay. So when you flip it around, make sure that the symbol is still closed off towards the A. Now, I had someone last hour say, well, Miss Kinder, do I have to flip it around? The answer is no. But I promise you, when you read it this way, you read it like a greater than sign. But it's not. So if you don't rewrite it, you're probably going to get the graph wrong. And I'm saying probably based on all the mistakes that I've seen over all the years. And that's going to make me sound super old. Okay? You're not necessarily flipping it though. Okay? Because it's still less than when I rewrote it. It's just now I'm reading forward instead of trying to read something backwards, which gets confusing.
Okay, so it would be 2A is greater than though?
It's less than. So you always have to read the variable first. Okay?
Oh.
So what I'm saying is, if you don't flip it, you're still saying, well, 2 times a number has to be less than or equal to 12. It's the same way both ways, but with the first one, you're reading it backwards, which makes it look like a greater than sign, but it's not. Okay, so now divide both sides by 2. The correct answer is A is less than or equal to 6. Okay? So if you were to say greater than or equal to there, you're probably going to get your graph wrong. All right, these are the only 4 that we're going to do. Okay? We're going to do the word problem next. Do I have any questions on these problems? I try to kind of hit all the different concepts that you would see on your homework assignment. All right, let's do the word problem. Okay? I like to call it kind of like a scenario question. An amusement park charges $5 for admission and $1.25 for each ride. You go to the park with $25. What is the maximum number of rides that you can go on? All right. So I've taught you guys. All right. Now we don't start with an equal sign because it's not an equation. Okay. That we always start with, it starts with a T. What do we always start with?
The variable.
What? What that is?
A greater or less than sign.
In a greater.
No, I just spelled it out.
T.
T.
Total.
Okay. Total. It's not, I'm not doing the YMCA symbol up here. Okay. Look at the problem. I always start with a total. Remember, inequalities are a comparison. What's my total?
25.
You see that? $25. That's how much money you have going to the amusement park. Clearly, it's not Universal Studios because that's not going to get you very far. Okay? So 25 is my total. All right? Now, here's the question you have to ask yourself. How does the combination of my variables and my numbers need to compare to 25? Look at the scenario. Does it need to be less than, greater than? Can it be equal to 25? How does this combination of a number and a variable and an operation need to compare to 25? I want everybody to try to write a symbol here. What symbol do you think needs to go before the 25? Okay? Now, this is the hard part, guys. I'll be honest with you. This is the part where you got to use what we call critical thinking. Context clues. That is correct. John, what do you think?
Less than or equal to 25.
Why would you say less than or equal
Because
to?
you only have $25, so you can't go over it, but you can go exactly at 25 or
Yeah.
less than.
If you spend $25, you have 0 left. That's fine. Anybody ever get money from your parents and then you on purpose spent less so you could maybe keep the change?
Yes.
Come on.
Gotta get that low.
We've all done it. I did it when I was a kid too. And then when you get home, they say, hey, was there any change?
No.
And you tell them the truth. But you say, oh yeah, I had $5, but then you got the 20 in the other pocket, right? Okay, come on. You know you did it. Okay? All right. Okay, here we go. On the other side now. On the other side. What value in here? All right, we'll save it for a second. Okay, I'll get you in a sec. What value will not be affected by your variable? Meaning, this value is just it's gonna be the cost no matter what, no matter how many rides you ride. No? Why would you say 5?
Because that's what the charge.
You're gonna pay $5 to get in, whether you ride 0 rides or 20 rides or 30 rides or however many. All right, who's my roller coaster people? Raise your hand if you like roller coasters. Anybody hate roller coasters? All right. Okay. But here's the thing. I will cave to the peer pressure. If my friends, or everybody's riding, I'm not going to sit on the bench and wait for them. Okay? All right. So 5. Does everybody agree? All right, guys, we're almost done. Okay? 5 is my value that's not affected by my variable. It's just, I pay $5 whether I'm just going to hang out with my friends or I want to ride a bunch of rides. But I don't know how many rides I can ride. But I do know that it's $1.25 per ride. So I can multiply my cost per ride times R, but I don't know R yet. There's my variable. And now I add. Okay? So this takes practice. Okay? But hopefully you're getting better at setting up inequalities. Would you say you're getting a little bit better at it? Okay? All right, we're going to be doing a lot more practice. I want you to solve it now. Tell me, okay? So get to your answer, but then you need to, 1 sentence. That's all I'm asking for. Give me 1 sentence interpreting the answer. So put it into a sentence. What does the answer mean? Okay? What is the answer telling you about the answer to the question? All right, I'll give you a minute to solve it. All right, so subtract 5 from both sides. Okay, 1.25R is less than or equal to 20. Divide both sides by 1.25. Okay, and R is less than or equal to 16. Somebody tell me, what does that mean? All right, Amir?
You can only ride 16 rides at the amusement.
At the amusement park or less, right? So if you want to have some money in your pocket when you leave, maybe you only ride 10 rides and then you have a little bit of money left over. Okay? All right. So that's perfect. That's great. And that's everything you need to know about this lesson for today.